excited to welcome everyone here to Union Station on this, our 40th anniversary celebration. Amtrak is an important part of our country. It's important to our economy, our mobility, and to our quality of life. This is truly a historic moment in passenger rail history, and I'm excited to have all of you here to celebrate it with us. Located behind us is the exhibit train, which will be open right after this ceremony is concluded. And this train will be making its way across the country to many of our employee sites over the course of the next year as we roll out this celebration over the next 12 months. It's also a pleasure for me today to introduce our President and Chief Executive Officer, Boardman, another wonderful individual. He was appointed President and CEO by the Amtrak Board of Directors in November of 2008. He oversees the operation management of our railroad, which last year carried almost 29 million passengers, and this year is on a pace to set yet another record. He leads an Amtrak team that provides vital intercity and high-speed rail passenger service throughout all the communities with clean, affordable, and energy-efficient travel alternatives. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Boardman.
Thank you, Joseph. Happy birthday, Amtrak! This is a great day, really. 40 years. I'm 61, but 40 years. Amtrak has been around, and Amtrak gets better every day. And why is that? Our people. Our customers. This is Naomi's new dog, Levi. Actually, he's a great dog. I'm very pleased to be here, and I know that it sounds like Chris got the diesel shut down next door, so I appreciate that as well. When we were putting these exhibits together, and you're going to see the exhibit in a little while, some of the folks ran across a brochure that talked about being safer, greener, and healthier. Maybe not exactly those words, but it's what we're about. It's what we deliver for this country, for the United States. In 1971, there was a gas crisis. I was in college. I got in this business then. 1979, there was another gas crisis. Amtrak was crowded beyond belief. In fact, when I was up in Boston, some of the folks there were telling me about the fact that you had to step over people and you really couldn't collect any tickets. You were in a very bad situation. And why is that? Back in the 20s, we had 65,000 rail cars, and by the 40s, we had about 30,000, and today we got 1,500. And 1,500 weren't what we had just prior to Barack Obama becoming president. But when he came in, he said, rebuild what we have. So we rebuilt 81 cars and 15 locomotives. And again, it's the same people who delivered that for Amtrak, for its customers, for our nation, for the world. Overnight, we had a piece of news that was a little over 9 years, almost 10 years in the making. I was a commissioner of transportation in 2001 for New York State, and we lost 3 people. So I hope their families feel justice at this time. But something else occurred at the same time, and that is Amtrak kept operating. Amtrak provided in this nation the mobility, the connectivity that's particularly important in a safe way for our customers, for the world, for us in the United States. That's what this is about. It's about us delivering safely, cleanly. Although sometimes around here with the exhaust, I don't think it's so clean. We'd like to change that and become even more electrified. Electrified in terms of what we do for the future, and we have plans for the future now. Because we're celebrating or commemorating the past, we're celebrating today, and we're really looking forward for a bright future, a better future for passenger rail in this nation. And it's our people, our customers, our freight rail
Secretary Porcari, and above all, not only employees of Amtrak, but particularly those of you who are 40 years old. Those of you who have worked for Amtrak for 40 years and are specially commemorated on your 40 years with Amtrak. 40 years of Amtrak gives you every right to celebrate, to send this exhibition train throughout the United States, because Amtrak faces the specter of more cuts from this Congress. We need this exhibit train to go throughout the United States, simply to remind the American people that not only we in this region, but hundreds of rural and urban communities depend upon Amtrak. The city and the region particularly celebrates Amtrak because you fuel so many jobs for this city and this region. And you are absolutely vital, indispensable to our economy in particular. In the city, we are proud to be Amtrak's hub. DC is Amtrak's hometown. For us, each Amtrak birthday is special, but after 40 years, the many urban and rural communities you serve would all want to join us today in saying, happy birthday, Amtrak. Thank you for what you've done for 40 years.
Good morning, everyone. It's truly a great day, and it's great to be here to help kick off Amtrak's 40th anniversary. As we begin this week-long celebration, I'm especially pleased to be joined here by 4 employees who have been here from the start. Jera Slaughter, Candy Busick, Ed Quartermanch, and Lilani Wingler. It's a remarkable achievement. I know you all started when you were about 10 years old. Way to go. Today, in big cities and small towns across America, Amtrak is synonymous with high-quality service. That wouldn't be possible without the hard work and loyalty of employees like you. Amtrak may have started off small, but today it truly is America's railroad. And each year, more and more Americans join the ranks of loyal Amtrak riders. In 2010, the company celebrated a record year in ridership and revenues as more than 28 million passengers came aboard one of Amtrak's trains. Amtrak's growth over the past 40 years has been exceptional, but we at the Department of Transportation think it's only the beginning. In another 4 decades, around the time Amtrak is celebrating its 80th anniversary, our nation will also reach a milestone. It's expected that by 2050, the United States will be home to another 100 million people. That's like adding another Florida, Texas, California, and New York to our population. This population surge provides both challenges and opportunities. It'll bring our transportation network either to a grinding halt, or it'll be the backbone of a thriving economy. And you know which way we want to go. One thing we know for sure, we need to build a transportation system today capable of handling that population increase. We can't get there without high-speed, higher speed, and regional rail networks that move people across the country and across town. Already, nearly 60% of Amtrak's trains run at speeds over 90 miles an hour. That's a great start. And with increased investment, I'm certain we're going to do even better. Right, Joe? And what's more, we know that trains are a green way to travel. The more people and freight on our railroads, the less congestion and pollution on our roads. For example, Amtrak's Northeast Corridor, the busiest railroad in North America, derives much of its energy from hydroelectric power, not oil. The future for Amtrak is bright. The railroad industry must play an increasingly significant role in our transportation future. The story of Amtrak's first 40 years is really a reflection of America's story. This was an industry left for dead. Jobs were being cut and the future looked bleak. But enough people took the risk of looking beyond a tough moment to a more hopeful future. They saw how railroads could be a foundational element of a stronger economic engine. Today, we're all the beneficiaries of those choices, and I'm confident that in our time, we'll make the right choices that will secure rail's future for generations to come. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
We live in a wonderful country. We've overcome many obstacles in our nation and our history. We have created a great nation that stands as a world leader. Transportation is one of the foundation blocks of any civilization. For 40 years, Amtrak has been one of those blocks, a very successful one. The National Association of Railroad Passengers expresses its gratitude to its employees of Amtrak, who provided a wonderful service to our nation. So today, as chairman and I congratulate Amtrak on confounding its critics and refusing to die. I congratulate Amtrak on proving to a nation that rail passenger service is a necessary need in our country. And I congratulate Amtrak's employees for the willingness to sacrifice and commit their careers and sometimes their lives to this noble cause. Over 28 million riders appreciate what Amtrak is doing to make their lives better. The National Association of Railroad Passengers appreciate what Amtrak has done for our country and its peoples. So today, I, as chairman, present this plaque and salute to Amtrak and its 19,000 employees for 40 years of service to our nation. You know, one of the things the secretary said when he was up here, he talked about it was a pretty small group that got Amtrak really started back in 1971. There wasn't a whole lot of people employed. Maybe as many as in this room, but not really a lot of people. But today, we're going to talk about 4 of those people. They're the ones that have a chair. We appreciate the fact that they stuck it out for the full 40 years here, and we're going to commemorate that with a book, which I wrote a little something in each one of those books, and they're all written a little bit differently so you can compare. Ed, I would tell you, since I deal with you the most, don't read yours till later. But what I want to introduce to you, and as I do, if each one would stand up so you know who they are, is Candy Busick, who's the payroll manager in the finance department at Chicago's Union Station. Ed Quartermunch, he's the senior principal operations service planner here at headquarters. Milani Wingler is the ticket and accounting clerk at the Central Division of Transportation and dividing time between Springfield and Carbondale. And then last but not least, she's actually going to come up and give us a little talk here on the behalf of the employees, is Jera Slaughter, operator of Passenger Information Distribution Service at Chicago Central Division.
Good morning to all of you. Mr. Boardman and members of the Planning Committee, on behalf of Ed, Candy, Leilani, and myself, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for inviting us to celebrate Amtrak's 40th anniversary and Employee Appreciation Day with you here in Washington. We have the distinction of having joined the company in its first year. For us, it was a sense of joining something exciting and rewarding. We agree that these were rewarding times as we watched our company grow and evolve. Amtrak is more than a job. Our co-workers have become our friends and extended family. We mentor and learn from each other, recognizing the role that each of us contribute to Amtrak's success.